27 is Stephen Harrington.
11 laps to go. So if Dick Johnson's going to catch Peter Brock, he's fast running out of laps in which to do it. Brock driving a copybook race at the moment. Knows the circuit, as we said, like the back of his hand, and Dick Johnson just not having the power down the main straight to pick up car 05, Peter Brock, the Marlborough Holden dealer team entry, and doing it well at the moment. Kevin Bartlett still in third position.
There's Brocky doing it nicely, coming down General Credit's back straightaways. This is the 3AK City of Melbourne Touring Car Trophy race. 25 laps the distance, and they've got 10 laps to go. 1 second.
Section at the moment, just repeating them. Car number 39 leading that particular part of the race. Laurie Nelson in the Capri components entry.
Long aerial shot of our third place driver. We've had one go off, but Bartlett goes through the mire. That looked like the car park at Caesar's Palace, but come to think of it, they ran a Grand Prix on that a few weeks ago. Okay, that's Lyon in Moore's Straight. He's been in for in the pit area for some problems that have been setting today. Okay, the race continues. Pick them up coming down the back straight away, and a lot of traffic there too. Wilmington, number 8, moving to the outside.
And Peter Brock increasing his lead, Mike, now 2.5 seconds from Dick Johnson.
Brock has managed to run away. There's Johnson, car number 17, the true blue Prudential Falcon, as the cars come down the General Credit's back straight.
Between second and third, Johnson, and car number 9, the Camaro of Kevin Bartlett, 13.5 seconds. So the gap is widening between our first 3 place getters.
Okay, 6 laps remain as they come down to Glowweave Corner. Brock will be onto the straightaway shortly. Interesting to see John Goss's car still out there running, the XJS Jag, but it's still just a little bit off the pace. Johnson comes down the straightaway, that gap widening even more as Brock heads up to Valvoline Corner. There's Brock going in now. Johnson caught up, has some slower cars still to pass, but he'll probably take care of that on the General Credit's back straight. 20 laps into the race, 5 remain at the 3AK City of Melbourne touring car race here at Calder Motor Raceway. One of the support events to the National Panasonic 46th Australian Grand Prix. The man
Dick Johnson driving today, as I said earlier, Mike Raymond, probably a little bit surprisingly, but a magnificent effort from his crew. And this is what happened last week.
This is a couple of weeks back. We'll show you last week in a second. This was the Barclays Pro-Am race at Amaroo Park Raceway near Sydney. Johnson took a guest drive, borrowed the car, they offered it to him, but he didn't hand it back the way that they gave it to him. Got it upside down into the bank. However, fortunately, Dick Johnson was able to crawl out of the car, climb into his Ford, and go on and run second in the CRC Chemicals Classic. He opened the door to climb in and went out through the window on the way out. Okay, that was a couple of months back last weekend at Surfers Paradise Raceway in the series race up there, 300 kilometres. The brakes went out. That was a moment of concern for Dick Johnson. He went into a 60-kilometre corner running 120, got a little out of shape onto the grass, and then bonko, straight upside down.
Daisy.
Down it came. All fours. Johnson climbed out from, once again, the side of the door. And would you believe it, 7 days later, he's back here at Calder Motor Raceway.
And that's the leaders board at the moment. Peter Brock and car 05 still leading Queenslander Dick Johnson from Kevin Bartlett third. In fourth position, Murray Carter. Fifth position is car number 27, Steve Harrington. And in position number 6 is car number 8, Gary Wilmington in the Ford Falcon.
There's Lyon again. He's back into the pit.
He's having his lion's share of trouble this afternoon. He's been in and out of the pits about 3 or 4 times, and of course well off the pace on this particular event, which has at the moment a little bit less than 3 laps to go for our race leader, car 05, Peter Brock, as he comes into the S's once more at the top of the circuit and towards Glowweave Corner.
Peter doing it very smoothly. Dick Johnson not as tidy in the turns. Been battling a few handling problems yesterday. They looked as though Dick had cured them. Whether or not the tyres have gone off or he's suffering brake fade here today. But he's off the pace just a little bit in comparison to Brock. Brock has run an absolutely perfect race.
And I noticed too out on the circuit that Murray Carter is slowly making inroads on Kevin Bartlett. So he's catching up on our third place getter. That could be a pretty good dice for the minor placings.
Okay, Brock and Dick Johnson work General Credit's back straight away as Bartlett fends off Murray Carter going down towards Glowweave.
There's not much in that. We might try and check on that dice because it's going to be pretty close down there.
Here's Johnny Goss in the XJS K-Tel Jag, about to have a lap put on him by Peter Brock. Here's this great scrap that we've been talking about. Kevin Bartlett, number 9, and Murray Carter, the veteran Ford campaigner from Victoria, trying to work out a way of getting past that Camaro. Here he is. The moment of truth has arrived. Murray says, it's my left-hander. Bartlett will stay on the gas. Watch this. He'll move to the outside. Carter is now caught looking for an inside pass, but unless he runs over the curb and the grass, he may... Oh, he's gone! That will improve the ratings up Sydney way. Okay, Murray Carter leaves Kevin Bartlett, who does a 360 a la a sprint car ride, gets out and I think has stalled it on the approach to Glowweed. So Murray Carter is carrying a legacy of the clash with Kevin Bartlett. Here it comes down the straightaway. You can see it. Could be a bit of a flare off Bartlett's car, which is tucked in there, but Murray's an old campaigner.
Well, he'll get black flagged, I would say, but there's only one lap to go for our race leader, Peter Brock, so it probably won't make that much difference in the end. There's the checkered flag for Peter Brock, actually. Brock going over the line to take the checkered flag. Second place will go to Dick Johnson, and third place should go to Murray Carter now in car number 18. Well, that certainly was a sensation to close out proceedings in the 3AK City of Melbourne Touring Car Trophy. What a sensation to finish the race. I don't think Kevin Bartlett would have kind words to say. So near yet so far to the minor end of the prize, but finishing up in the dust at the top of the main straight.
Kevin has just finished rebuilding the 9 Sport Camaro. It's really stoved the side of the door, and let me tell you, just as they pass our commentary position, the checkered flag is out, and Brocky has done it again. He's taken out the 3AK City of Melbourne touring car race, put one on. Dick Johnson, the Ford folk hero from Queensland. Murray Carter of Victoria finishes third in the Ford.
And the official winning time to Peter Brock, 3.7 seconds from the Queenslander. 3.7 seconds in favour of the Marlborough Holden dealer team's driver Peter Brock in car 05.
Yeah.